Alright guys, just coming on to do another wee quick one here. I'll fix that camera. Um so how many days is it now? Day four on this wee white jobby. So I'm doing alright I think, um that's a couple there. And then this one here that I got off a Yank. Must be what they use over there. Well, it says UK on it. I don't know. But no, I'm just coming on to just for a wee quick one, just to say that I'm on day four of giving up smoking, and to be honest, like I really am not even thinking about a cigarette. Uh, Even when I walked past a dude there a couple of days ago who was smoking, I sort of was walking down and saw him in the distance, and I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna have to walk past this boy. It's probably gonna make me want a cigarette, but it made me gag the smell of the smoke. It smelled like bad breath or something. It was fucking rotten. But no, I'm just going on to say that because like I've smoked for 20 years. I've been a smoker for 20 years. More than 21 years actually. I worked out. I started smoking when I went in the first year in school, and I'm 33. So that's about just going on to 21 years, which is quite scary, and that's why it's definitely I'm definitely I'm 33 years old. I'm a fucking man now. I'm a grown up. I shouldn't be doing these wee kids stuff running about with cigarettes, looking cool. Oh, it's cool to smoke. It's fucking ridiculous. Well, it's cool to give yourself cancer. It's cool to give yourself heart disease. It's cool to affect every single organ in your body from one cigarette. It makes no sense to me. But that's what I was going to say. So I'm doing a complete reboot, a complete reset on my life, because my life is shit at the minute. So I am going to do a complete reset, and I'm going to be cutting a lot of people out of my life, a lot of people who don't serve me anymore. Not serve me, but a lot of people who don't do anything for me. Uh, if there's people in your life and they're just pulling you down, then fucking get rid of them. Uh, no offense to anybody who I cut, but it's just you aren't. Uh, what's the word? I'm trying to figure out the word. You aren't doing anything for me. You aren't benefiting my life. That's it. So now have to get rid of yous. And as I say, I'm used to being alone. I've been on my own since for 5 years, going on 5 years now. And I'm just used to it. Whenever I'm around other people, it's just noise. It's just like white noise. I just can't be bothered with it. And that's me. Now don't get me wrong. Obviously, if I meet someone, if I meet a nice girl, that would be nice. But I'm not bothered if I don't. Um, I did like a girl there for quite some time, but that's going nowhere. So there's nothing I can do about that. But yeah, that's just life, isn't it? So yeah, how are we all today anyway? And I've noticed as well, none of these are flipping the amount of money I donate to charity for other people when they're doing their 100 mile walks and they're doing this and they're doing that. I do a 100 mile walk, I get one donation of a tenner. And it's for Belfast Kids Children's Hospital. And these ones that I'm donating money to are for fucking stupid things like well, not stupid because no charity's stupid, but I mean the stuff that are less important than children. I don't get it. I just don't get the way people's brains work at all. I easily over the years I've donated literally hundreds to people who are doing walks and doing charity events and doing skydiving and abseiling and all that shit. I do a 100 mile walk and get a tenner from my mum. And 50 quid from me, so 60 altogether. You know, and you get someone out there who's doing a walk for. I'm not saying this is a stupid charity because it certainly isn't. But it's not as important as sick children for a dog's home or a cat's home. And they're getting thousands. And I do one for a children's charity, and I get a tenner. That shows you the mentality of the human race, like, doesn't it? All of us are donuts. But yep, it's like that biblical story of the wee woman that these millionaires giving all the riches, and this wee woman give everything she had, you know, and that was more important than these millionaires giving everything. That's one thing actually I wanted to do. We're going to break out the big book because there's something that I wanted to read for you in here. Where did I find it? Where are you? Sorry, this will take me a wee second here. Ugh, where is it? Dude. No, I don't want Jeremiah. This is us. This is what I want. Ezekiel, right? This is the book of the prophet Ezekiel, right? Now, I'm going to read a wee bit from the scripture here, and I want you to tell me, be honest with me, what you think Ezekiel is explaining here, what he's describing here, okay? And I looked, and behold, a whirlwind came out of the earth, a great cloud, and a fire enfolding itself, and a brightness was about it, and out of the midst thereof, as the colour of amber, out of the midst of the fire, the colour of amber. Now, amber is an ancient word for worked metal, right? So what Ezekiel is saying here is there's a whirlwind, there's fire and flames, and something metal comes down from it, right? Something worked metal, yeah? Also out of the midst thereof, there came the likeness of 4 living creatures, and this was the appearance. They had the likeness of a man, and every one had 4 faces, and every one had 4 wings, right? Now, what Ezekiel is explaining here, and God's omnipresent, yeah. God doesn't need anything metal to get about on. It's where the chariots of heaven come from. If God's omnipresent, then why does he need something metal to get about on? You know what I mean? Because and out of the midst thereof is the color of amber. Yeah, amber is ancient for work metal, as I said. Also out of the midst, right? And it says here there were 4 faces, 4 living creatures, and this was their appearance. They had the likeness of man, right? 4 faces, and each had 4 wings, right? Now, I've researched this because, whether it be biblical or not, there's nothing, I'm obsessed with ancient Egypt and archaeology, and there's nothing more ancient than the Bible, so it's it is what it is. And their feet were straight feet, yeah. So they had 4 faces and each had 4 wings, yeah. So what I believe that Ezekiel is describing here is an abduction, a UFO abduction, right? They had 4 faces. He is seeing a ship, a saucer, with 4 windows and 4 humanoids, aliens at each window. Yeah. Their feet were straight feet, straight being the landing, the landing feet. And the sole of their feet was like the sole of a calf, so like a hoof. So it's a spaceship. And they sparkled like the colour of burnished brass. Yeah. So that's a ship. That is a spaceship. That is a UFO with 4 windows, 4 aliens, big legs coming down that stand. They had the hands of a man under their wings and their 4 sides, and they had their faces and their wings. Their wings were joined to one another, and they turned not when they went everyone straight forward. As for the likeness of their faces, the 4 had the face of a man and the face of a lion on the right side, and they had the face of an ox on the left side. They 4 also had the face of an eagle. So it's it's what he's explaining here. This is basically an ancient story of an alien abduction, and it goes on to say that he was brought up. He went onto this vessel and he was brought up into the heavens, space. That's what the ancients called space, the heavens. And he was brought to. He saw the earth from a distance. He was brought to a temple, and the temple is actually in Mexico that he was brought to. And it's funny because I watched. There's this archaeologist and the scientist, and both of them sort of collab off each other. And I watched them, and what one of them did was he built a temple. Well, didn't build it, but computerized built it. To the same size that Ezekiel explains this temple is he landed in the middle of, right? I could go on and read that, but it's this is the King James version, so it's written very old. But what he did was he built one of these temples, computerized temples, and then the size of the ship that Ezekiel explains what size the ship was, what size the spaceship was. The scientist then built computerized, obviously not real because it would be humongous. In his computer, he put the size of the ship in, and what he found was that temple, whenever that ship was put directly onto the temple, it fitted straight into it, like it was made to measure. And that's ancient. It's simple. Our DNA came from outer space. You think about this world, right? We live on planet Earth, yeah. We're not supposed to live on planet Earth. Otherwise, we wouldn't die. Does that make sense? You think about it. We're living on a planet, right, where we die. Everything kills us. If we were supposed to be on, if we were bred, if we were evolved to be on this planet, we would have far longer lifespans. We wouldn't have to wear clothes because our body would be used to the climate, any climates. We would evolve. You evolve to your surroundings. We're and as well, that's another thing as well. We're continuously looking to outer space. We know more about space than we do about our oceans. Why? Because that's where we're from. It's genetically in our heads it's genetically programmed into us to explore where we're from. There's just so much, like it's so fascinating. But yes, do your research, guys, and I'll tell you what, there's nothing better to research than the Bible, because taking religion out of it, because religion doesn't exist. There is no religion. There's one God. That's it. So how can there be millions of religions? The Holy Bible is ancient writings. Some of it's scripture, some of it gospel, some of it pagan. There's everything in the Bible, and that's what I'm saying. Well, maybe not pagan, but everything's there's everything. It's the oldest. It's the oldest writings you'll find. People that sit and go, "Oh, I love history. I love this. And they read a textbook about history. Read something that comes from writings that were found. That is as old as you will get. That is as old factual writing as you will get, is the Holy Bible. And no, you don't have to be religious to read it, or I'm using that word religions again, but you don't have to be a Christian or godly to read it. Whenever I started reading the Bible, I was atheist. I started reading it because it's history, and I love history. But I've got this here as well, which I'm actually in the middle of reading as well, because it's also to do with history. But the Book of Mormon, and it's pretty insane. Like this dude Joseph Smith. Joseph Smith found the golden tablets that had writings on them, blah blah blah, all that cake. You know about that, I'm sure. But see, whenever you look when you look behind the whole thing of Joseph Smith, yeah, Joseph Smith took hallucinogenic mushrooms. Whenever you read the story behind Joseph Smith, and it says this in the Book of Mormon as well. So that dude was probably spaced out to the balls, and he's hallucinated a load of stuff. Now, don't get me wrong, people say hallucinations can bring you closer to God and can bring you closer to faith and all that crap. So I don't know, but this dude was taking LSD basically, So basically, he took hallucinogenic drugs. He took mushrooms, whatever he took, and then he started writing, and these apparitions appeared to him and stuff, But if you're taking LSD, of course there's going to be shit appears to you, Of course you're going to see shit. It doesn't necessarily mean it's there, Am I just talking crap? I probably am, but I don't give a shit. It's my fucking channel. I can talk about whatever the hell I want. Woo. But yeah, but uh, I'm telling you, see Ezekiel, read the book of Ezekiel. The book of Ezekiel will blow your mind. So it will. It will absolutely blow your mind. And it will certainly have you believing in UFOs and aliens. Even if you YouTube the Palladians, right? The Palladians are a race of humanoids. Well, not humanoids. They're their own race of people. We'll just call them people. From the constellation Orion. Yeah. Now, people who have been abducted by the Palladians, right? The Palladians have told them that you humans call us angels, you humans call us protectors, you humans call us this, they call us that. Yeah. They're just another race of people from a different world. Uh, our solar system, our universe, sorry, is so big. It's so big you can't even comprehend how big it is. Yeah. And that's only one universe. How do we know there's not millions of universes? Space is just, there's no limit to space. So there's no limit to the amount of universes there can be. Do you know what I mean? Uh, even like wormholes and black holes and things like that there, but nobody knows what happens if you fly straight into a black hole and you come out in a completely different universe, in a completely different dimension. Reality is stranger than fiction. Always remember that. These people that write fictions, they have to get their ideas from somewhere. Do you know what I mean? You can't just. One day someone just wasn't sitting there going, "Oh, I know I'm going to write a book about aliens, people that come from space." It has to have come from somewhere. And then you've got those tribes as well that with the elongated heads. They elongate their heads. Yeah, they look like they're gods. Yeah. How do they know that their gods had long elongated heads? Because there were aliens. There were aliens that came down, and because they came from the heavens, people automatically thought they were gods. And that's it. And of course, you get the people out there. I could bet my life on it. Aliens don't exist. You bet your life on it. You go for it because it doesn't really matter to me. I don't give a shit. I believe what I believe. You believe what you believe. You're never going to change my mind. You're not going to go. You're not going to change my mind by saying I can bet this on it, I can bet that on it, blah 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 blah. Because I just won't fucking listen to it. It's as simple as that. I just don't listen to it. But yeah, that's what it is. But anyway, guys, yeah, that was the main thing of this here was to tell you that I'm doing a wee reboot on my life, and I am getting rid of a lot of people that are in it, or a lot of people that think they're in my life, but really I just don't want anything to do with them, because if it isn't beneficial to me, then it sure as hell isn't beneficial to my life. Do you know what I mean? And sorry, there's a notification there. Twitter. I don't even fucking have Twitter. I love the way I keep getting emails from Twitter, and well, I do have Twitter. I've got an account with Twitter, but I don't use it. I don't even know the password to it. I haven't used it in years. But hold on a wee minute. Actually, it might be connected to my Facebook. Is that possible to do? I have to double check that. But I keep getting emails saying you know about my Twitter account. You have not been on in so long. Blah 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 blah. Blah. So I haven't been on. You don't need to fucking keep sending me messages every fucking 2 days telling me that. I know I haven't been on. I don't know the password to it. You know. But yes. Anyway, I'm going to shoot on here, guys, and I'm going to get a wee bit done today. I have a few wee bits and pieces to do. And I lost fucking money this morning. I'm raging. Absolutely raging. I don't even know how I did it. I lifted money. Went to the shop. Thomas grabbed him a wee Dairy Lee Lunchable because I realised his in the fridge there 2 days out of date. I didn't even realise that. So I had to grab him a Dairy Lee Lunchable for his break today. And I got 15 quid change. Whenever I got to Hillsborough, checked my wallet and there's no money in my wallet. No money in any of my pockets. I don't know where the friggin' hell it went or what happened to it. But obviously someone needed it more than me at the time I went missing, you know. But anyway, guys, I'll let you go and I will talk to you after. I should be back on tonight to do an wee one for you. just me talking shit again, I think. But have a good day, guys. Bye.